Hello, I'm back with one of my favorite types of videos, another product's Empties. I guess for ever since I did my last one, which I think was in November. Now I have sort of a good deal of products in this bag, but a lot of them, as you'll see, are trial size products. That's sort of the way that I like to try high-end skincare before I ever commit to purchasing a full size of anything, because I'm somebody, again, who goes on YouTube, does my research, learns about products, and sometimes somebody can recommend something, but I'm not totally sure if they actually have the same type of skin that I have, or maybe have products that are satisfying the same needs that I may have, like to decrease acne, or I'm not really somebody that needs to get rid of redness. So if somebody, whatever, you get the point. So I tend to go for like the trial size version, and then if I really like it, then I'll go out and purchase that full size version. So let's just hop in. The first product I have is super boring. This is another BioTrue contact solution. This is my go-to, get it every time out of another bottle. One of my all-time favorite cleansers. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Perfectly Balanced Foaming Cleanser. This does not foam like a lot of the foaming cleansers that I think that you would be used to from maybe the drugstore, or even the Origins like frothy face wash. It's not that foamy. This is fragrance-free, non-irritating, and not tested on animals. I've talked about this before. The reason I really love this cleanser is because it really gets your makeup off. Now, I've recently been doing some research about double cleansing and the importance of it. I'm maybe starting to learn that it's okay to maybe get another product to really get all the makeup off to begin with, especially since I've started using my Clarisonic, because I don't really feel comfortable rubbing that like on top of my eyes for fear of like what it might do to my eyelashes or something. And so I typically have to go in and wash my eye makeup off anyway, and then I find that this isn't really, not this, but the Clarisonic isn't really getting all my eye makeup off. Anyway, this does do a pretty good job of getting all of your makeup off, especially if you're washing with like a wash rag or something along those lines. So this is Paula's Choice Resist line, so this is targeted for anti-aging purposes, and what's the harm in using an anti-aging product even if you're in your 20s, you know? Start early, who cares? This says it's for normal, oily, and combination skin, not for dry skin. She does have dry skin formulas. So would I repurchase? Absolutely. But my biggest problem with this is the packaging. Like, there's actually still a great deal, not a great deal, and you can't see in there. There is some product left in this, so what I have to do is I have to take this off and I have to like bang it against my hand. And so I don't think that this pump really gets all the product out, so don't throw it away. Be sure that you like get all the product out, even if it's not pumping correctly. I'm sad I don't like this. Mostly because of the price. This is pretty inexpensive for what it is, but this is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser for normal to dry skin. The texture was sort of a weird thing for me. It is sort of a lotiony cleanser. It's not gonna suds up, it's not gonna froth a lot on your face, but for me, it just didn't do a good enough job at removing makeup. Like, I would always have to go in after with a makeup remover, and then once I put that oil on my face, I always feel like I have to go in with cleanser again. So I went through this extremely fast because it wasn't doing what I needed it to do. While I didn't walk away with like dryness to my skin after I used this like I do with some other cleansers, I didn't walk away like wowed by this product at all. So I probably won't repurchase this, but if you're somebody with normal to dry skin who's looking for a very gentle, unscented cleanser, and you don't wear a lot of makeup, or you want like a morning specific cleanser, which is what I ended up using this for, then you probably would like this. It's not bad. It's just something that I can't use to take my makeup off at the end of the day. The next thing is the Living Proof No Frizz Shampoo, which is actually just like frizz with a line through it, which I think is pretty clever. This I got in a FabFitFun add-on. These are normally like $25 a bottle for the shampoo and then $25 for the conditioner, I think, so $50. And I ended up getting the set for $19 as a FabFitFun add-on. I was really excited to try this out, but I'm very happy now that I only paid $19 for both, because this is very rich shampoo and conditioner, and I have really thick hair. However, my hair is not extremely dry. I don't struggle with feeling like my hair is under conditioned or damaged from heat styling or anything. Even though I do heat style very often, I use the proper products to sort of protect my hair from the damage. Anyway, I do struggle with frizziness when it gets really humid in Texas, but this I just found to be a little too much for my hair, so I definitely will not be repurchasing it. but for those of you who do have extremely dry, damaged, maybe color treated hair that you really want to bring back to life, I think that this will work for you because it really truly is so rich. This shampoo I actually really like. I just accidentally talked about this in products that I never travel with video that I can link below if you're interested in learning a little bit about how I travel and don't travel. But this is the Suave Rosemary and Mint shampoo. This is so inexpensive. It is $1.99 where I buy it. It smells wonderful and it really does a good job of just cleaning my hair without leaving it with any residue, without being, you know, overly nourishing to like make my hair be greasy later in the day. Unlike, you know, it's the opposite of this. It smells just like the Aveda shampoo, the Rosemary and Mint shampoo. I think it's a great dupe for that, honestly. I ran out of another of the Dr. Teal's Epsom Salt Body Scrub, Exfoliate and Renew in the lavender scent. I love this stuff. Now I use this in the shower probably 1 to 2 times per week. You just open up the jar and you like scoop a little handful, and then you just like rub it on your body, and it ends up, when you wash it off, it works like a sugar scrub. So it just feels so soft and silky, and in the winter when you have dry skin and it's all flaky, it's nice to just sort of like get rid of that. Well, I usually buy this at Target for $4.99, and they've recently redone our Target to do all the rebranding, and I can't find this. I even asked the lady that worked at the store in the beauty section, and she was like, I don't know if we carry that anymore. Devastating, because it's usually jacked up on Amazon. So if you know where else I can get this, please let me know, because I'm out and want to repurchase and can't. So let me know. This mask was awesome. I went into a big spiel about how I don't know how a sheet mask could ever claim to be like pore detoxifying or like exfoliating or something. Maybe if it has chemical exfoliants, okay, I'll give it that. But for me, I like to use sheet masks to hydrate, period. This one is actually the Hydrate Miss Spa sheet mask. It has a ton of product in it. Like, it has so much of that serum, and you pull it out and it has like the plastic backing on one side and then the actual cotton sheet on the other. You put it on your face, you take off the plastic portion, and then you let it sit for 20 minutes. When I took this off, my face, I've been struggling with redness from my cold that I had, and just trying to, you know, moisturize this area so well to get it back to looking normal. I know it's still a little red, but it's not flaky and crusty like it was because I used this mask, and I used it one time and saw results, and I loved it. And these are really inexpensive from Target. I want to say $1 to $2. This was so inexpensive, and when I used this in conjunction with their daytime moisturizer, which I have a little bit left of and will probably be included in my next Empties, my skin just really reacted well to it. And for the low price tag, why not? I think that this is $12 at Target, which is way less expensive than that Origins one that I just recommended that typically retails for $44. This did a really great job. It lasted me a little shorter amount of time than the Origins one, because with that one I have to use so much less product because this one is just not as thick and as nourishing. But I did think that this was really, really good for the price. So if you've been wondering about e.l.f. skincare and you were a little worried about like how your skin might react because it's considered cheap, no, I think the ingredients were really good. I had no bad reaction. Now, I don't have sensitive skin, so take this with a grain of salt, but really, really like this, and I'm glad that I tried it. So this is really disgusting. It's been in my drawer for entirely too long, and I guess, ew. I went to use this the other day because I was like, I haven't used that in a long time. Well, it's been incredibly long because it is like, even the plastic has sort of changed color. I don't know how I did that. This is the Eliza Vecca Milky Piggy Carbonated Bubble Clay Mask. This was really popular on YouTube / Facebook and stuff. This is the mask that you put on and it immediately starts to bubble, and then you like wash it off. It's sort of a clay mask, so it's supposed to be detoxifying. It was just fun. I don't ever remember my skin being like, yes, like that mask that I mentioned from Target, the Miss Spa mask. That I like noticed a difference. So I wouldn't run out and purchase this on Amazon unless you're really into that tingly feeling, but e.l.f. actually has a very, very similar product to this, and I think this was $20 and the e.l.f. one is somewhere around the $12, $10 range. So go ahead and try that one before you try this. Another e.l.f. product, they've been really doing well for me. This is the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Cleansing Cloths. I feel like I have one of these in the video every time, but let me go get it. But I saw these new ones on the shelf at Target the other day. These are the e.l.f. Hydrating Water Cleansing Cloths, and these I like even better. While these smell a little bit better, these actually are more saturated and more moistened than the black packaging, and that's what I felt like these were lacking a little bit. I also think that this packaging has maybe been upgraded a little because this closes better than I felt like this one did. It gets a little tighter, or maybe the sticker is just more adhesive on the inside. You know how it has like that second layer too? Because these are staying moistened and staying wetter. Now that could be because they have more product on the like wipes to begin with, but these will cost you an extra $1. These are $3 a pack and these are $4 a pack, but I think that it's worth it to be a little bit more effective. Now I don't use these to remove my makeup every single night. I actually use these after work before I go work out because I don't like to go to the gym with makeup on or anything, just to avoid getting any more acne than is, you know, necessary. This next product I actually got in a really cool sampler pack from Ulta. If you're on their Ulta email list, you'll probably notice that once or twice a week they'll send you an email that says, hey, flash deal from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. only. If you spend, you know, let's say $60 on a qualifying order, you'll get one of these 2 sample bags for free. So of course you had to buy products to get the bag, but if you were gonna buy those products anyway, why not get a sample bag of 7 to 8 products? Sometimes if you need things, now only if you need it, it's a really incredible deal. So I recently got the Clarisonic for Christmas, as I've told you all, and I didn't have a backup brush head. And I noticed that one of the sample bags came with a Clarisonic replacement brush head, and I was like, those themselves retail for like $24. So getting that brush head with the like other products that came in the sampler pack is such a good deal. This was in that little sampler pack, and this is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Vital Power Infusion. It doesn't say a whole lot on the bottle, especially this little trial size, about what this is or what this is supposed to do. Now, what I noticed for me is that this just sort of evened out my skin tone. I think I was able to use it for about 2 to 3 weeks, this little sample size, so definitely use sparingly because it comes out and it's a milky color and it's sort of runny. So a little goes a long way. It was like the first thing I did after I cleansed if I wasn't toning that day, because I have a very astringent toner right now that I have to use sparingly. It just really evened out my skin tone over time. Now this is very expensive in the full size. It's $58. And I'm not to the stage yet with my skin where I'm very overly concerned with any sort of hyperpigmentation or any sort of, you know, uneven skin tone. I don't battle redness, but a lot of people that says that they battle redness, they really notice that this sort of soothes their skin. So if that's you, you might be interested in trying this. It sort of did do good things for my skin when like paired with the other normal skincare routine that I have, but this is not on the top of my list of things to repurchase. However, it's really good. This is the Boscia Revitalizing Black Hydration Gel. This I actually got in a Sephora 500 point perk. It was a box with 5 to 6 Boscia products, and this is the one that I finally run out of, and this was okay. It's very strange. It says to use morning and night, but it actually is a black gel that comes out on your hands, and when you put it on your face, you look a little like dirty for a little bit because it's actually black, and then eventually it sinks into your skin and turns translucent. But for me, it is so cooling that I couldn't use it in the morning. I felt like I had to wait for that cooling sensation to go away before I put other products on top, so it was like taking me too long to get ready. So this turned into a nighttime moisturizer only, but I think that this would be really good for my skin maybe in the summer when I'm a lot less dry, but it didn't do a whole lot for me on the moisturizing realm. I mean, I woke up and my skin looked okay, but it was not plump and moisturized. Like, anybody with dry skin will not find this moisturizing enough. This is not something that I'll run out and purchase for sure. Also ran out of this, oh, the top's not on. This is the Cucumber Gel Mask from Peter Thomas Roth. I got a little 5 mask sampler pack to keep my like VIB status at the end of last year actually, and this has lasted, I mean, I've rotate between a lot of masks all the time, but this was pretty good. This is one of those that you put on and you're supposed to leave it on for only 10 minutes and then wash it off. It was nothing, you know, life-changing. I think that that Miss Spa sheet mask, again, did a better job of a moisturizing mask, and this is a lot more expensive, so I definitely won't repurchase this full size, but I did notice a difference, just not as drastic as that other sheet mask. Okay, my last 2 things are little perfume samples, and the first one is Glossier You. I actually went to this little Glossier event, which was a pop-up in Dallas, but you could go and you could sample all their products in store, which is something you rarely get to do with Glossier since they're mostly an online indie brand. They had representatives there and you could purchase the products, and they had cheese and wine and meats, and it was really fun. But they also had just launched their perfume when we were there. So with every purchase, you actually got 2 perfume samples, which I gave to my friend Kessler, who was with me. So I kept one, and we both really liked this. You know how when you spray perfume on your body, it can change depending on your body chemistry? Anyway, it's marketed as like their scent with an essence of you. It's sort of like a cozy scent. Let me see if there's any, like if I can get anything out of this. I don't want to say spicy, but it's definitely not like a fresh, fruity, light scent. It's sort of the opposite of that. It's more mature. It's definitely a winter scent, but when it mixes with your body chemistry, it takes on just a really pleasant smell, regardless of who you are and your preferences. In my experience with my small study done between me and my friend Kessler, I probably won't repurchase this now, but I am really thinking about repurchasing this once I run out of my big bottle of perfume that I have, maybe going into the winter, because I really, really like this. So if you're looking for something extremely unique, I know a lot of people might not have this because you do have to order online exclusively. So if you can get your hands on a sample of this, smell it, because you'll see that it is a little bit hard to describe. The next little perfume sample is one of my Skylar samples, and this is in the scent Isle. And this was the scent that was recommended to me when I took my profile quiz on their website. I bought the sampler pack, and I have a whole video about this that explains about the brand and the natural perfumes and what it's made with. If you're interested in that, I'll link it below. Really, really liked this scent. While it is fresh, it's also sort of a scent that's just like smells lived in. It doesn't smell like, whoa, like you smell like laundry or something like that. It's very pleasant. So because I bought that sampler pack, it actually gave me $20 off my purchase of a full-size perfume. And I do think that Isle is the one I'm gonna pick up. I've been really, really enjoying Coral, which is a lighter, fruitier scent, but I think that Isle is the one that I want to smell like all the time. All right, so that's everything for this month's Empties. I really hope that you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about what I've been going through in my everyday. I want to do a video that's a little bit more creative, that's a little bit something different for my channel, that still shows you products that I've used for a decent amount of time to where I can provide, you know, accurate insight into how it performs for my type of skin. But I don't want to keep producing the same kind of content and bore you all. So if I do a different type of product review / what's on my rotation video, would you be into it? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you've been using and if I need to try anything based on what you saw that I enjoyed in this video. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then subscribe. Stick around and join the community, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!